On that catastrophic August day in 2023, as thousands fled the raging inferno in Lahaina, a few selfless individuals, including longtime resident Joe Schilling, risked their lives to help the others evacuate. Leading a group of 4 from their burning homes, Joe and many others ultimately found themselves trapped in flames, with no escape.
Everything I did, my brother thought was cool. He was my biggest fan. He was just this amazingly selfless guy, and I'm really pissed off about his loss. On the afternoon of the fire, I got a call from my nephew. He said, "Is Joe okay?" And I said, I don't know anything about this. I'll reach out to him. Now, in my mind, the first person he'd call if he really wanted to talk to something like that would be me. I had to fly out of town the next day to go give a speech. It was on the plane ride that I realized he was dead. Over a period of a few months, things start to come to the surface. Lawsuits are taking shape. I've never been involved in a lawsuit, but one thing that is very, very difficult and can be overwhelming are the unknown unknowns about what do I do to try and get compensation for my family. It became clear to me that
Bridgford, Gleason, and Artinian
was the clear choice for me to make contact with. This was clearly the most experienced law firm with wildfire litigation.
That's where Dan came in contact with Bridgford, Gleason, and Artinian, the leading law firm representing hundreds of wildfire victims in Maui, tirelessly holding town hall meetings for their residents, answering questions, and providing information to help this community find hope in the future in a seemingly hopeless situation.
And what came out of that along the way was the kind of things that you need to learn in order to make the best decision for your family. If I choose to do this, does it eliminate everything else? Once I go down this road this far, are there fees involved? Do I have to pay anything up front? Which you don't. I was impressed by the personal attention that I received from the firm. I don't do business with people I don't trust and like. I have to respect you as well as like you. And both of those criteria were met. And from that day to this day, they have been very invested in what is best for my family. So one of the things about the Bridgford Law Firm is they are the most experienced wildfire and fire disaster law firm. They just are. You know, when you're overwhelmed and you're dealing with all the unknown unknowns, you're going to have to make a choice or a selection on someone you can trust. We talked about it. I told him my reasoning. He said, I agree 100%. I think what's best for your family is go down this road. And I said, yep, what I want to do is get closure fast. And that continues to impress me. I don't know about other law firms, but I can tell you that this law firm did whatever I needed of them immediately when asked. One of the questions I think people wonder about is, why would I do this? Why would I do this for a firm? You know, I've got no stake in any of this, but it mattered to me enough because of the personal impact it had on my life. So I'm doing this because I believe in these people, and I'm a very driven person by integrity and quality of relationship. I truly believe that this firm is differentiated from other firms that deal with this type of crisis. This law firm is driven by integrity and purpose, and you need both of those things to navigate the unknown unknowns. So if you find yourself in this situation, I do recommend that you reach out to this law firm and consider them, because in my experience, it's the only firm that I would use, and it's based on integrity and their mission.
Bridgford, Gleason, and Artinian consistently work in Maui to help families secure rightful compensation for rebuilding their homes and lives. This progress is driven by a dedicated team of experienced lawyers committed to holding the power company accountable and ensuring that families receive compensation to prevent such tragedies in the future.